We often live in fear of being labeled as failures, afraid to lose status or recognition or validation. But chasing acceptance costs us something far more valuable: our freedom. When we depend on external approval, we hand over control of our happiness. We become slaves to opinions trapped by a false idea of success. Epictetus reminds us that true freedom comes from letting go of our attachments, from abandoning our dependence on external things like money, reputation, and praise. He urges us to walk away from these minor things and not to regret it, even if society brands you a loser for doing so. The real tragedy is not being seen as a loser. The real tragedy is betraying yourself just to win in a game that doesn't matter. The world measures you by your possessions, your image, your popularity. But none of these define who you are. They are external things that the world takes away from you. Real tragedy is when you lose yourself in the process of trying to win their approval. Epictetus reminds us that true greatness lies in mastering yourself, in being content with less, in walking alone if necessary, rather than following the crowd into madness. In a world that worships external success, Stoicism teaches us the quiet power of indifference. It's a radical idea, isn't it? It goes against the grain of our society that celebrates those who relentlessly pursue fame and fortune. But think about it. When you chase what the world chases, you sacrifice your peace. You give up your soul in exchange for fleeting applause. But the Stoic way is different. It teaches you to endure insults without anger, to lose possessions without losing yourself, to be called a failure and smile, knowing you have already won. You see, the secret to a Stoic life is to detach from external outcomes, from the need for recognition or validation from others. When you do this, you become free to pursue what truly matters, your own sense of right and wrong, your own path to excellence. It's like a tightrope walker, balancing on a thin wire high above the ground. Everyone watching leans in, holding their breath as the walker takes each step. But the walker isn't focused on the crowd. He's not thinking about their expectations or their cheers. He's focused on the wire beneath his feet, taking each step with precision and balance. That's how it is to live a Stoic life. Let the world applaud. Or not. Your focus should be on what you can control, on the wire beneath your feet. If you must choose between external success and inner peace, choose peace. Every time lose the game they want you to play. Win the game that matters. You see, in the grand game of life, there are two sets of rules. One is the world's rule, which values possessions, power, and prestige. The other is the Stoic rule, which values wisdom, self-control, and virtue. And while the world's rules may bring temporary success, they often lead to unhappiness and discontent. The Stoic rules may not bring fame, but they lead to inner peace and freedom. Remember, freedom is not given. It is taken. It is the reward for those who dare to look like losers in a broken world. So let them misunderstand you. Let them mock you. Let them walk away. What you gain is priceless. Your soul unchained, a mind that cannot be manipulated, a spirit that remains undefeated. And that's the ultimate victory. To lose everything the world worships and find yourself. As always, thanks for watching.